All right, we already told you that Pfizer's vaccine to deal with COVID-19 has already been approved by the FDA, and it's going to be out in Americans' hands pretty quickly. Pfizer itself says the vaccine will be rolling out of its Kalamazoo facility on Sunday morning. I believe they expected to have by late Sunday night about 3 million doses out. By Monday, it could be double that, and it will exponentially get bigger day by day. Keep in mind, this is a double-dose drug, so when you hear in terms of doses, the number of people getting them would be half that because it is done in 2 doses over a roughly 3-week span. Nevertheless, very big news, and big news for the markets, too, because if you think about it, the battle back and forth for the markets has always been the vaccine, which looks promising, versus the spike in cases of the virus itself, which looks very, very worrisome. So worrisome. In the New York metropolitan area, for example, they've shut down indoor dining. It will take effect on Monday. It's already taken effect in Baltimore, where they've upped the ante all the more, saying no indoor or outdoor dining. So there's a lot that hangs on getting this vaccine out and everything that goes with it. Rebecca Walser joins us, Walser Wealth Management, Erin Gibbs of Gibbs Wealth Management. And last but certainly not least, Harold Ford Jr., the former Tennessee congressman, a former Merrill Lynch honcho. Harold, I ended with you, so if I can begin with you. This back and forth on the timing and the release of the vaccine, very promising development. I don't care where people are in politics, right?
Without doubt. First of all, thanks for having me on, and happy holidays. It's an important day for our medical and pharmaceutical and biopharma industry. It's a great day for the country. I hope that we can figure out ways even to ramp this up even more and give more frontline workers, more frontline hospital workers, and those who have made life bearable over the last 9 months for all of us, hope that they get it first.
Erin, I was looking at the rollout plans. They're aggressive. Got to be, but we're a big country of 350 million people. To get that all out, even under the most optimistic scenario, it's going to take some time. In the meantime, you've got these cases spiking. How does the street digest all of that?
So Wall Street essentially is looking 6 to 12 months out. We're always looking farther ahead. So we're assuming that most of the people are vaccinated within 6 months, and we start reopening businesses full scale within about the third quarter. Already, we're expecting businesses to be growing, very profitable over this year, but obviously this year is such a washout that you should expect great growth, but really resuming normal patterns in the third and fourth quarter.
If I could switch gears a little bit with you, Rebecca, taking a look at the political environment here, it seems fairly safe to say now that Donald Trump has run out of legal options to stop the clock on a Biden presidency. So assuming that takes effect, I want to raise a what-if scenario that most people are not counting on. The possibility the Democrats take both those Georgia seats. Unlikely, I think, in the consensus, but it does change the likelihood of Joe Biden absolutely getting to pass his tax increases through. Are you worried about that?
Yes. As a tax lawyer, Neil, who runs a wealth management practice, yes, I am. I am worried about our extreme agenda that would definitely push through taxation, a Green New Deal and things that are going to just be very expensive, So it's just something that it seems almost unimaginable right now to me, but it very well could happen. And it's a problem. And this is why you see companies and people moving with their feet. They're leaving New York, they're leaving California, they're leaving New Jersey, they're leaving Connecticut, because there are other states that they can have now with remote work, a better lifestyle with lower tax base. As far as taxation we're talking about, I mean, obviously we can't duplicate California's weather anywhere, but.
Well, Harold, on that point, is there a message for Democrats here? I mean, the latest company, to touch on her point, to leave California is Oracle, saying it's going to move from Silicon Valley to Austin, Texas. It's the latest. It's not the last. This only days after Hewlett-Packard Enterprises indicated it was going to stop expanding in San Jose and move instead to Houston, Texas. It is a trend. Do you think Democrats appreciate the magnitude of that?
Without doubt, everyone will have to take note. I think it's important to note there are 2 things probably driving this. One is innovation. Step Texas, particularly Austin, has taken over the years. Austin for a long time has been a magnet for tech jobs and big tech companies moving in. They like not only the quality of the tax structure there, the way the tax code is structured. They also like the fact that young people and others want to live there. There's no doubt remote work is contributing, but I think this is going to cause every state to rethink the kind of steps they're taking, the kind of environment they're creating. And I might add, for those who are talking about the politics of it, you probably have to also think there may be some Democrats from California moving to Texas as well. But I think governors alike, mayors alike, are going to have to begin to rethink, how do you attract jobs, how do you attract young people, and how do you attract companies who are having to restructure the way work is done.
Erin, real quickly, what I've heard out of governors, though, is they're looking to hike taxes. They're not looking to cut spending. So they might be compounding the problem. Your thoughts?
Yeah, when you look at their forecast budget, they're actually expecting an increase in personal income and corporate tax. And when you look at the budgets of states like New York and California, about 75 to 80% come from corporate and personal taxes. And so losing a corporation is a double whammy, because not only do you lose the corporate tax, but you also lose the personal income revenue. And these states also are, traditionally blue states. So I think these states really are going to have to take a look at, if we're having these massive increases in federal taxes, that these are going to be some of the hardest hit when we're talking about losing not only corporate taxes, but as well as all that personal income that goes with those employees. And right now, their budgets, if you look at their increases they're expecting, are not there. And the only way they're going to be able to meet those budgets are by raising taxes.
Yeah. All right, well, watch it closely, guys. I know I'll see you the next hour. In the meantime, thank you very, very much.